My name is Insane Raven, and this is the story of the first one I got in an RPG. And welcome back to Tales of the Hunt. I'm gonna work on that intro so that one day it might actually make sense. Now I know when it comes to typical RPG games, this isn't exactly the first one you put on the list, being that it is more of a satire of RPG games than not, but it is the first RPG that I got a platinum in, so that's why I'm making a video of it. Also, this is recorded off the PS4 version. I did not get the PS4 version of the platinum trophy. I got the PS3 version. So if you do look at my profile, this game is completely barren. Whilst the PS3 has the platinum, just so I wanted to clear that up. All right, so let's get on to the trophies because let's get on to the story really quick because there are a lot of trophies I need to talk about to give you guys some guidance as you go on this journey. Before this point, I never really liked South Park. I've never really seen anything about South Park, but I remember quite vividly I was playing Assassin's Creed 3 online and I was watching PewDiePie play it, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this is, but this is insane and I need to play it in my life. And it's weird that PewDiePie is the one that got me into this game. It's weird because now I'm not the biggest fan of him, so it's always weird when like your past, like, oh hey, remember when I gave you that thing? It's like, I do remember when you gave me that thing, so now I got this thing. But also PewDiePie just brings a bunch of controversy whenever he's mentioned now, and I don't want to deal with that. But shout out to Pewds in the iDubbbz video. That was fun. I had a fun time watching that. Good times were had by all. Okay, moving on. So all in all, it's not the greatest story. It was just like, hey, this was a really funny game. I saw someone else play. I'm gonna try it out. Played the shit ton of it, and then I sold the game before I got the platinum. Cause I played the game when I wasn't really into hunting. I was just kind of like starting out more or less, and then I think it was like last year, I want to say, or maybe 2 years ago. It was last year. Yeah, it was last year. Last year the game kind of came back into relevancy for me, mainly because I was like, I want to just go back and start platinuming a lot of the games that I just chose not to hit last minute. So let me get this, and I kind of spent the next 4 days just kind of like cleaning through everything. It was back when I didn't have a job, so it worked. It was good for me. It was fortunate. So that's more or less the story. It's not really a good story by any means, but it was the first. And if my history teachers have taught me anything, is that whenever there's a first, you have to make a note of it or something. I don't know. I'm not great at school. I don't want to be a teacher. It's a very conflicting thing. I don't know. I can teach. I can't learn. Mainly because I don't care. Moving on. So let's talk about all the trophies. Because there are a lot of missable trophies in this game. There's Chinpocalypse, more popular than John Lennon, Clothes Whore, Full Arsenal. And those are just for getting the 100%, basically. Those are 4 trophies where you have to collect every single item in the game, and they are incredibly missable, with either between individual items that are just hidden away, stocked or whatever, or the Chin Pokemon who are hidden in numerous places from there's the shoe Chin Pokemon who's hiding. There's a bunch of stuff, so you just have to kind of be aware of that type of thing. That unless you are looking at everything, there's a good chance you've probably missed something in regards to that. Then there's a bunch of conflicting trophies. I want to make it clear that you can, if you so choose, platinum this game with one playthrough. It's not that hard. You are going to have two save files at least. Just because that's like the nature of the beast type thing. So just be aware of that. But it is doable in one playthrough if you so choose. But there are all a bunch of conflicting trophies, and that is why I say you should probably have 2 save files, just so you don't get screwed on that. Just kind of name them off. No, You Bastards and No Child Left Behind. These are trophies for getting, for having Kenny die 10 times in battle. However, if he dies and you end the fights, then you don't get the No Child Left Behind, which you can get for never ending a battle. Sorry, never ending a battle with a downed buddy. And these two trophies are, out of all the conflicting trophies, they are the two trophies that, as much as they are conflicting, you can still get them on the same save file, in the same save file, in the same playthrough, no problem. Like, it's doable. It's just something you kind of have to be aware of, and that you're careful of. Then there's Face Off and Two Girls, One Stick. This trophy is absolutely impossible to do on the same save file, and you have to break them up. There's no other way for you to do it. You need that second save file, because for one of the battles, for one of the main boss fight, you have to look like David Hoffman. Oh no, David Hasselhoff. What's a hard? You have to look like David Hasselhoff. Then the other one, you have to be in your full girl makeup and attire. So those are two conflicting trophies that you're just not going to be able to get. It happens, you know. It's cool. To just have that separate save file, so right before you go into the final boss fight, you're prepared and you're fine. Then there's Elven Hero and KKK Hero. These are the two trophies that are another reason you're just going to want to have two separate save files. For the most part, and this really depends on the school siege. Depending on which group of kids you decide to team up with for the siege, you will either get the KKK Hero or the Elven Hero trophy. For siding with Cartman, you get the KKK Hero, and when siding with Kyle, you get the Elven Hero trophy. Pretty self-explanatory, but I wanted to make it clear nonetheless. Then there are a bunch of individual missable trophies that have nothing to do with the collectathon, if you will. And those are Too Far, which you get for farting on an aborted Nazi fetus. You can only get that in the Unplanned Parenthood section when you're going through the abortion clinic. So that's something you have to kind of keep in mind. Then there's the Inside Joke, which you have to do a bit of work before you just hop into it. If you don't do a bit of work before this, you will not get it. So what you have to do is you have to complete Mr. Slave's side quest. You can have him as a summon. And what you need to do is you have to summon him. You have to summon him while you're inside him, towards the end of the game. Otherwise, you're not going to get it, and there's only one time where you're in Mr. Slave. Also, what I just did on camera, befriending Mr. Clyde, is something you must do here and now. If you don't befriend him here and now, you're screwed. You're not getting the more popular than John Lennon trophy. You might as well just start over from the beginning, because that's it, basically. So I covered Inside Joke. Heisenberg, that is for wearing the bald cap and Eva Cartman goatee and fighting the tweakers near the beginning of the game. Now, this is a trophy that you just have to loot everything out first, and then you'll be fine. If you loot everything first, equip the 2 items, you'll get the trophy, no issue. But if you're not going into the really exploratory thing, if you're not really doing the exploratory things, then you will not get the trophy, and it's just something you have to keep in mind of. Also, I just showed you how to get the acceptance trophy. That's how you spell douchebag, and you'll be fine. Okay, so with these 4 classes, you can easily pick any one of them, but unless you want to get the Are We Cool trophy, which you get from meeting Jesus as a Jew, you have to pick the Jew, and in a way, it is the truest South Park choice. It is the only way to get that trophy. So if you want to go for just one click clean run, pick as a Jew. It's kind of disappointing that it takes away your choice like that, but it is how it is. Alright, then there's Daywalker, which you get for fighting the hall monitor. There's something very specific you have to do there. I've completely forgotten. Unfortunately, I am sorry. Oh, I already bought it. Cool. So there's something that's something you have to keep your eye open for. I think it's like, yeah, you have to. Yeah, I don't remember what it is. You have to defeat the hall monitor while wearing freckles. It's another one of those appearance-based ones. Really simple to get. Just be aware of it before you go into it. Then there's the pervert trophy, which you can get while in the gnome section of the game, and you have to watch your parents have sex for 60 seconds. You just kind of watch. If you literally just keep the screen on them, you'll be fine, and there's not a lot of stuff that needs to go into it. There's not a lot into it. Just keep the screen on there. Your character doesn't have to be facing a certain way, as far as I believe. I could be wrong with that. I don't fully remember. It has been a while, and I do all these Tales of the Hunt videos off memory. But just to be safe, I'd have your character face your parents having sex. I don't remember if that's actually required or if that's just something that happens. Sorry, and then there's acceptance, which you've already seen. If you don't, just call yourself douchebag. It's a trophy you'll miss. And it's one of the things that it's a South Park thing. You just have to kind of accept the bullshit as you go into it, and you will be fine. But all in all, it's a fun game to play. I really enjoyed it playing both times that I got into it. And I don't know. It's one of those things that I'm happy that I played it, even though I didn't have any connection to the source material, and I didn't really care either way. And it's great. It was a great fun game to play. It's silly, it's stupid, and it's very South Park in the end, and it's great. Okay. Yeah, but thank you, PewDiePie, for kind of like showing me the game. Thank you, Ubisoft, for taking a risk, which is weird. It's weird that this is like a Ubisoft game that not only did I thoroughly enjoy, but it was a game that I didn't find was predictable, and it was just okay, whatever happens here goes. Cool. I enjoyed that. So other than that, I don't have anything else to add. There's a lot of things you just have to kind of like be aware of. None of the trophies are that difficult. So you just have to kind of know what you're getting into before you just jump in. There really aren't any tips I can give you. There are a couple of things that I do prefer in this game than in the other game, but those things just happen. But this isn't a review video. This is my personal story thing. So PewDiePie showed me. So I always have this weird connection with this game because of PewDiePie. It's like, oh, you're weird. I don't quite like you. I'm still waiting for that Alice Madness Returns playthrough. Like, literally, just get it done, dude. Like, you're making a bigger deal about it than anything. And I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna show you guys the Platinum Trophy before this becomes a shitting on PewDiePie video, because that's not needed and isn't gonna change anything or help anything. So let's just move on. I'll get the Platinum Trophy up for you guys, and we'll call it a good day. Okay? See you soon. Another. I make puns. I am phenomenal. Somewhere I want to go. I want to go way down here. And here you are. Here is the South Park Stick of Truth Platinum Trophy. I did get it last year, so I wasn't completely off. And it's weird because this trophy, like, I'm recording this now, but this is a video that probably won't go out till 2018, which is weird. So, it was 2 years ago for you guys. I might just upload it this. Yeah. Nah. I know exactly what I'll do. I'll upload this in November, and it'll be fun. Because I'm like, it's family time. Welcome to family. Here's a bunch of kids being unspeakably crude. Also, I'm keeping all this in because cringy commentary. Cringy comedy. That's how I'm doing it, right? That's one of this. Totally. So, if you're still here throughout all that awkwardness and just me, thank you guys for watching. And just thank you guys for being a part of this. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.